Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. For the second consecutive day, income tax survey on the news agency BBC continues. BBC has asked some of its editorial staff to work from office and some to work from home. The income tax survey has been going on for more than 24 hours. In the overnight search operation, the IT department also seized laptops and mobile phones of some of the staff members. The Income Tax Department action is going on at BBC India's Delhi and Mumbai office. According to sources in the Income Tax Department, the officials have visited the BBC office for verification for a survey. Teams of Mumbai Police have also been deployed outside the premises in Mumbai to prevent anyone from leaving or entering. It has also been learnt that apart from Delhi and Mumbai, survey raids are also being conducted in other parts of the country as well. The raids come close to the heels of documentary being released by the British broadcaster on Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the 2002 Gujarat Riots. The documentary was swiftly blocked by the Indian government, invoking emergency powers under IT rules. The opposition claims that the action on BBC is motivated by revenge, whereas BJP has slammed the opposition. BBC on its part has said that it is cooperating with the authorities. In this video today, let us talk about what are the reasons given by the IT department for this survey, who all have issued statements in support of the broadcaster, and BBC's long tryst with controversy in India. But before that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. If you are watching this video on Facebook, then please follow our page and share this video to as many people as possible. BBC, that is British Broadcasting Corporation, is the national broadcaster of the United Kingdom. BBC is one of the oldest and largest media houses in the world. The BBC has around 35,000 employees around the world and broadcasts news in 40 languages. About a century ago, that is on 18th of October 1922, it was started as a private company, but in 1926 it was made a government institution by the United Kingdom. And since then, the BBC has operated under a royal charter, although it is completely independent for its coverage. The purpose of the BBC is also written in the royal charter. According to this, the BBC must provide accurate and fair news, current affairs and factual programming duly understood by people in all parts of the United Kingdom and around the world. BBC started in India as BBC India on 11th of May 1940. The first show also operated on the same day. On this day, Winston Churchill became the Prime Minister of Britain. The purpose of the BBC Hindustani service was to bring news to the soldiers of the Indian subcontinent during World War II, be it the War of Bangladesh or assassination of Indira Gandhi or any other big international event. On many occasions, the BBC was the first to report, which instilled public confidence in it. BBCHindi.com started in 2001 and then other Indian languages were also added to its service. Now let's move on to the question of how exactly the BBC is funded. Most of the BBC's funding comes from an annual television fee. Apart from this, it also earns from its other companies such as BBC Studios and BBC Studio Works. The Parliament of Britain also gives grants to it. In the year 2022, the company suffered a major setback when the British government announced a moratorium on annual television fees for the next 2 years. Not only this, the government has also said that by 2027, it will completely eliminate this fee. Now the next question is, why did the Income Tax Department visit the BBC offices? According to media reports quoting sources in the Income Tax Department, BBC is accused of irregularities in international tax. Survey is being done regarding this. Confirming this survey, BBC said that they are cooperating with the authorities and soon this situation will improve. Now, according to media reports, IT officers have shared some documents with BBC editors. They have been told that they can conduct the survey for 3 days. The accounts of BBC are being probed. The staff from the accounts department is also being questioned. Computers and laptops are also being searched. According to the information, the editorial team of the BBC, however, has not given access to the editorial material to the IT department. According to report in a Jansatta article, sources present in the BBC office said that when the IT officials started their survey in BBC Delhi office, there was a confrontation between the editors and the officials of the IT department. The editors got into a verbal tussle with the IT officials over the fact that they would conduct a survey of all the systems at BBC Delhi office. BBC editors told IT executives that they would not give access to any editorial content on their system. Sources said that IT officials found 4 keywords on the systems, including shell company, fund transfer, foreign transfer, in the computers of the office staff. Survey at BBC offices may be conducted under various provisions of the IT Act 1961, such as Section 133A. This law gives the IT department the power to survey to collect hidden information. Under this, the official is allowed entry into any campus to check account information, documents, cash, stocks, or any other valuables. Now, income tax survey on BBC is also being linked to the BBC documentary. So, what was this documentary exactly? The BBC documentary India, the Modi Question, questioning Prime Minister Narendra Modi's role in the Gujarat Riots, was released in 2 parts. The first episode was released on January 17th and the second one on January 24th. Indian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Arindam Bagchi, however, slammed it. He said on February 20th that in our opinion, this is a propaganda piece. Its purpose is to present a kind of a narrative which people have already rejected. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak also expressed his disagreement with this documentary in the British Parliament. Now, before the second episode of the BBC documentary was released, the Modi government at the centre banned it on 21st of January. Links to the BBC documentary were removed from YouTube and Twitter following an order issued by the central government. Well, but this is not the first time that BBC has found itself amid such controversy. In the 1970s, the BBC also had a falling out with then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. The then French director Louis Malle published 2 documentaries, Calcutta and Phantom India. Daily life in India was shown in both of these documentaries. Now, the government of India termed it as a misrepresentation of India. As soon as this documentary was published, the Indians settled in Britain also opposed it. This voice of protest reached Delhi and Prime Minister Indira Gandhi came to know about it. Indira Gandhi got the Delhi office of BBC closed. 2 years later, in 1972, the BBC office was on air once again. In March 2015, the Delhi High Court upheld the decision to ban BBC documentary, in which Mukesh Singh, convicted of Nirbhaya gang rape and murder, was shown, and hence it was banned from publishing on internet. In 2017, BBC released a documentary related to the hunting of wild animals. This had a deep impact on the image of India, after which the government decided to ban this documentary. Now let's talk about who all slammed the IT action on BBC. The Editors Guild of India has voiced its concern over the income tax surveys at BBC offices in Delhi and Mumbai. It said that the Editors Guild of India is deeply concerned about the IT surveys being carried out at the offices of BBC India and is distressed by the continuing trend of government agencies being used to intimidate and harass news organizations that are critical of ruling establishment. Mumbai Press Club also extended its support. It tweeted, "Media houses have been continuously attacked by the union and some state governments for refusing to follow the government's perspective aimed at overawing and demoralizing them." Press Club of India and DigiPub, Association of Digital-Only Publications, also slammed the IT action on BBC. Well, that's all the update in the matter. As of now, we will get to you all the information regarding this matter as and when the updates come to us. That's all for this video. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.